Hey everyone, it's Viv. Today's episode is a tender one of those moments where life nudges you toward honesty, even when your heart feels a little bruised. So here's the truth. I recently had to say goodbye to someone who never really said goodbye to me. My podcast and my blogs are really a way for me to express how I feel and connect with people because I think in many ways we've all had similar experiences. So for me, this most recent one was really heartbreaking. And we had a really special connection. You know, those connections that sneak up on you, the ones that feel warm and easy, where someone's presence feels like a soft place to land. It was instant. It was chemistry. It's really hard for me to articulate or put into words just how it felt. It's like we were magnets attracted to each other. And that's what it was. And I let myself believe the words he said, and I let myself trust the moments because they were beautiful moments. And at 50, finding new love, it was energizing, it was exhilarating, it was exciting. And I felt hopeful that I wouldn't have to continue looking. But the second I reciprocated his feelings, he was always tender and affectionate. But when I showed him how I felt, he did what he's done before, pulled a disappearing act. And not just dramatically, but over time, just a shift in his behavior. And then he just vanished into silence. And I sat with the silence for a while and I wrote how I felt. I think 10 times over, wanting to say how I felt, but I really wanted to be in a space where I wasn't responding out of anger. So I waited too long, probably. I talked to my friends, got different opinions, but really ultimately dug in internally and waited till it felt right. And it was long enough, I think, to replay everything in my mind, trying to understand what changed. And eventually I realized I needed to say the things sitting heavy on my chest and in my heart. Not for him, but for me. So I told him how his silence hurt. I told him how it felt to open up my life, my home, my heart, and then be left with nothing but confusion. And I expected more silence from him. I wasn't expecting anything. I just needed to get the weight off my shoulders and off my chest. But he wrote back, and it wasn't cruel. It wasn't manipulative. It was a man admitting he couldn't give what he knew I deserved. A man who said he felt something for me, but didn't have the capacity to hold it. Here's the funny thing about closure. You think it's going to bring peace, but at first, it just brings clarity you weren't ready for. I didn't get the future that I hoped for, or the fairy tale ending, or the forever person that I thought I had met. But I did get the truth. And that truth reminded me that I'm not hard to love. He's just not ready to love me or anyone. And that's okay. I won't villainize him. I won't pretend the moments we shared weren't real or beautiful. But I also won't shrink myself for someone who can only show up halfway. So if you're going through something similar, here's what I want you to hear. Your feelings for that person were not a mistake. Your love wasn't wasted. Your heart isn't broken, even though it feels like it at the moment. It's just tender and bruised. And that tenderness will heal. Just give it time. Look, I'm 50. I'm still trying to figure it out. We're all just figuring it out. And sometimes goodbye is the most loving thing you can give yourself. All right, that's where I'm leaving it today. Please be gentle with yourself. And if your heart feels a little cracked, know that you're not alone. I'm right here with you. If you like this podcast, please like,